Once a year, an entire island simply stops. No cars on the roads. No planes landing or taking off. No lights left burning after dark. This is Bali, on the one day each year known as Nyepi, the Day of Silence.
For 24 full hours, millions of people choose stillness over almost everything else.
It marks the Balinese New Year, though it looks nothing like a typical New Year's celebration. No countdowns, no fireworks, no parties spilling loudly into the streets at midnight.
Instead, the entire island goes dark, quiet, and still, together all at once.
So here's the real question. Why would an entire culture celebrate a new year with total silence?
The answer starts the night before, with something almost the exact opposite of quiet.
On Nyepi's eve, villages across Bali erupt into noise, color, and dramatic spectacle. Towering sculptures, some many meters tall, are built from bamboo and paper over weeks.
These are the Ogo Ogo, wild and imaginative figures representing negative energy and old habits.
Communities carry them through the streets to booming drums and clashing gamelan music.
The noise itself has a purpose, to stir up, gather, and draw out anything unwanted.
By parade's end, the figures are ceremonially set alight, their negative energy released and gone. It's a loud, joyful, communal way of clearing the slate before the new year truly begins.
Only after all that noise does the island turn, almost instantly, toward total silence.
The next morning, Nyepi itself begins, and with it, 4 specific sacred restrictions. No fire or light, including electricity. No work of any kind. No travel outside the home. And no entertainment or indulgence. Nothing to distract from quiet, inward reflection. Airports close entirely. Even Bali's busy international airport sits completely empty for the day. Streets stay empty too, patrolled gently by local guardians who ensure the quiet is respected.
Hospitals remain open for emergencies, the one practical exception built into the tradition.
Otherwise, the whole island simply pauses, together, for a single full day and night.
The underlying belief blends practical wisdom with a touch of gentle, old folklore.
By appearing dark and silent, the island is said to seem uninhabited to wandering spirits. With nothing to disturb, the spirits are believed to simply pass over and move along. But most Balinese today describe the deeper value in far more human, less mystical terms. It's one full day, guaranteed, with absolutely nothing else demanding your attention. No notifications, no traffic, no errands, no noise from a neighbor's television next door.
Just quiet hours, meant for rest, reflection, and a kind of stillness rarely available otherwise.
Families spend the day together indoors, often in near total quiet, sometimes fasting as well. Some meditate. Some simply sleep, deeply and thoroughly, for the first time in a long while.
Children are taught gently why the noise of yesterday gives way to today's total hush. It becomes an early lesson in something many adults spend years trying to relearn.
That stillness isn't emptiness. It's a space cleared on purpose for something worth noticing.
Visitors to Bali during Nyepi are asked to observe the same restrictions as everyone else.
Hotels stay open, but guests must remain inside, lights dimmed, entertainment paused for the day.
For many tourists, this initially sounds like a frustrating interruption to a planned holiday.
Almost universally, though, travelers describe the experience afterward as something else entirely.
A rare, genuine gift. An entire day with nowhere to be and nothing required of them.
With no artificial light anywhere on the island, the night sky becomes something extraordinary. Stars appear in numbers most visitors have simply never seen before in their lives.
The Milky Way stretches clearly overhead, undimmed by even a single streetlight.
Some travelers say it's the most vivid night sky they've witnessed anywhere on Earth.
The silence itself becomes its own kind of sensory experience, unfamiliar and genuinely striking.
Wind through palm leaves, distant waves, a bird call carrying much further than usual.
Sounds that are normally lost completely beneath traffic and noise suddenly become vividly clear.
When the sun rises the next morning, the silence lifts all at once, gently and joyfully.
This following day is called Ngembak Genie, which translates to relighting the fire.
Balinese Hinduism blends older island beliefs with practices brought centuries ago from afar. That blending shows up clearly in Nyepi, layered with distinctly local meaning and ritual. The Saka calendar guiding Nyepi's date differs from the Gregorian calendar most visitors know. Each year, the date shifts slightly, tied to the specific rhythm of the new moon. Local officials and religious leaders coordinate closely to keep the observance consistent island-wide. Even Bali's famously busy beach towns fall completely silent for the full 24 hours. Resorts that normally never stop moving voluntarily go dark out of shared respect. Some hotels report their highest guest satisfaction scores immediately following a Nyepi stay. Guests describe finally sleeping properly, some for the first time in years of travel. Balinese families often use the day to teach children traditional prayers and quiet meditation. It becomes a rare, unhurried space for passing down something beyond words alone.
Few holidays anywhere ask a whole population to actively do less, together, on purpose.
Lights come back on, roads fill again, and importantly, so does something quieter and more personal. Families and neighbors visit one another specifically to ask for forgiveness. Old tensions, small grudges, minor unresolved conflicts all get gently addressed and released. The silence, it turns out, wasn't really the end goal of the whole tradition. It was preparation, clearing space so that reconciliation could actually happen afterward.
You cannot easily hear an apology or genuinely consider one inside constant noise and distraction.
Nyepi creates the quiet first, specifically so that real, meaningful connection can follow it.
That two-part rhythm, loud release followed by deep silence, followed by gentle repair, feels deliberate.
Nothing about it is treated as accidental or purely symbolic without real practical value.
Each stage serves the one that follows it, building towards something more than a calendar date.
So step back and consider what an entire island choosing silence is really offering everyone.
Not emptiness, and not simply an inconvenient pause in an otherwise busy modern life.
A full, protected day where reflection isn't optional, interrupted, or quietly deprioritized.
In most places, quiet has to be actively defended, carved out against constant surrounding noise.
In Bali, once a year, quiet is simply the default, chosen collectively and completely.
There's something remarkable in an entire community agreeing together to just stop for a day.
Not because of a crisis, and not because anything forced the pause upon them.
Simply because stillness itself was judged worth protecting once a year on purpose.
You don't need an entire island's cooperation to borrow a small version of this idea.
Just one day, or even one quiet hour, deliberately kept free of noise and demands. No phone, no errands, no entertainment competing constantly for your fading attention. Just enough stillness to actually hear your own thoughts clearly. Perhaps for the first time in a while. Bali doesn't ask visitors to adopt the belief system behind Nyepi to benefit from its rhythm. It simply offers the experience itself, a full day where silence is allowed to be complete. Most people who try it, even briefly, come away describing it as unexpectedly restorative. Not restful in the passive sense, but restorative in a deeper, more deliberate way. Loud celebration, followed by total quiet, followed by open, honest reconciliation. A whole island seems to understand something worth remembering everywhere else, too. You can't really hear each other, or even yourself, without occasionally turning the noise all the way off. Tonight, across Bali, the Ogo Ogo will burn bright and loud, releasing the old year completely. Tomorrow, the whole island will fall silent, together, under one of the clearest night skies on Earth. And the morning after that, doors will open again, quietly, for forgiveness to properly begin. One island, one long, loud night, one entire day of complete, deliberate silence. And then, gently, the whole world starts again, a little lighter than it was before.